Hi, my name's Paul Hannon, and I've been taking MaxGXL for just on 3.5 years. First, I was a fairly skeptical person about supplements, but when I understood that this actually worked in the mitochondria of the DNA, it's absolutely challenged my understanding of supplements. And so it was a very good friend also who was recommending it to me. I was travelling at the time, and I'd been suffering for nearly 5 years from a lot of symptoms that go with Crohn's. And whilst my Crohn's wasn't full blown, I had all the symptoms to it. And I can go through those one by one if you're not familiar with them, but probably saving ourselves that sort of blunt language. Basically, I couldn't go much more than 3 or 4 hours at any time during a day, particularly on a monthly cycle where my intestines and bowel area was just totally inflamed and causing me all sorts of grief, from pain to all sorts of physical sensations. And that would obviously affect my psychological well-being. I was always in front of people, always dealing with people. So the internal stress factor was definitely having an impact on my performance in a whole host of areas. And so I carried around the product for about a month before taking it, because I hadn't yet committed myself to doing it. And when I went back through the city where my friend who'd got me to go on Max, he gave me a fairly strong verbal correction, said, "Look, mate, just take it." So I did. And I got to say, within the first 3 or 4 weeks, I felt good. Nothing really changed with my symptoms with Crohn's, but I then got another box, and I was in my second box, which is 7 weeks, that I'd noticed that month that I had no symptoms reoccurring. I thought, oh, well, that's a lucky break. I must be eating better or doing something better. I'd always watched my diet, always exercised, always very healthy. And then I got my third box, and what I noticed from that 7th week of my second month till now, which is nearly 3.5 years, I have not had one inkling of any discomfort, any bleeding, any pain, any sensation. Anyone that knows anything about Crohn's, you know what I'm talking about. And it's gone completely. And what that's done for me as a 57-year-old male, I'll be 57 next birthday, for travelling, for just personal sense of well-being, I feel so strong in that whole area of my bodily functions. It's just like I feel like I'm 18. And so when you have a good meal and your digestive system works and everything works, you just feel really good. You don't have to worry or be concerned what's going to happen next. So it's been a marvellous experience. I cannot say too much about Dr. Keller and his breakthrough with the glutathione acceleration inside your cells, because it gets in every cell. And when you consider one thing, that inflammation, according to the clinical studies, are impacted positively as much as 50%. When you think that every cell in your body needs glutathione and has glutathione, or lacks glutathione in its volume amount, my intestines must have been my biggest demonstration in my body where my glutathione was low, because the inflammation's gone. And it's fantastic. So if you're a Crohn's sufferer, I hope this helps.